Ow. Oh. Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to Coffee Talk. If you can hear me, push a like button or something so we can get started. Good morning, and welcome to Coffee Talk. So I'm in a bit of a Grammys hangover. I'm not going to lie. I watched the whole show. I absolutely loved it. I thought Bruno Mars did an amazing job in his tribute to Prince. Of all the tributes they've tried to do for Prince, Bruno nailed it. In fact, I thought Bruno was so good that if Bruno went on tour with The Revolution, I would go buy tickets to see him sing Prince's songs with The Revolution. Also, I thought that Alicia Keys singing with the girl who I just was introduced to last night. Oh my God. What in the mother F was that? If that was a bug, I will die. If anybody wants to see Jamie die, this is how it happens. Real talk. What just came out of my hair? Okay, I can't find it. But I'm not kidding you. You will see me actually shrivel up and die if there was a bug in my hair. I don't know what just happened. Okay, so I absolutely loved the Alicia Keys performance. I thought it was amazing. Overall, I thought that the show was good. I really did. I miss Justin Timberlake, but I'm a Justin fan, and I missed him at the show last night. I absolutely loved Metallica and Gaga. I'm not going to lie. I was like, can Gaga, is there anything she can't sing? Singing with Lars and James from Metallica is like other levels stuff. Really. I listened to, here's a little tidbit about your friend Jamie, okay? When I was in middle school, I had a cassette tape. So all you youngins who don't know about cassette tapes, I'm going to let you know. I had a cassette tape, and it was just Rob Bass, It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right, and then Metallica's One, over and over and over and over and over and over again. That perfectly defined me. And I listened to it on my Walkman that had no door because I broke the door off my Walkman and my mom wouldn't buy me a new one. And I would listen to like, It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right. And then I would listen to, there were a lot of audio problems last night on the show. Somebody's definitely getting fired, but whatever. It was a great show. You know, it was a little long, but the Grammys are always long. The Oscars are always long. The speeches are always long. But I thought it was great. And Blue Ivy showing her friend her purse might have been the cutest thing I've ever seen. Because Blue Ivy is all of us. But wait, I know my mom's winning an award, but do you want to see my new purse? Yes, we do, Blue. We want to see your purse. And I love and Demi Lovato killed it doing the Bee Gees tribute. They all did. There were some low points in the show, but you're not going to get 2.5 hours perfect. I thought the Bee Gees tribute was great. I didn't really 100% understand why you would bring John Travolta to the Grammys and not have him introduce the Bee Gees tribute. That didn't make sense to me. Or Adele Nazim, because we all know how much he likes to say that. Adele Nazim. All right, so anyway, the Grammys were great, but they're over now, so we move on and we get ready for the Oscars. Okay, so today's coffee talk is about the fact that one day you will say to somebody, but I made so many sacrifices for you. I changed who I was for you. And they will look you in the face and say, I never asked you to do that. I never asked for that. And it will hurt you so bad because it will be true. And I want to talk about this because it is one of the most painful realizations when you give away so much of yourself for somebody who doesn't value the sacrifice, and they turn around and look at you and say, I never asked you for any of this. I never asked you to do this. And you know that it's true. You know that you sold your soul to the devil. You know that you peeled yourself away. You know that you turned yourself inside out for somebody who not only doesn't appreciate it, but never wanted it. You chased your tail desperately trying to become who you thought they wanted you to be, who you thought they would easier love, they would be better to. You wanted to be the version of yourself that they would finally make the same type of sacrifice for. And when they don't do it, and when they didn't do it, you became resentful and angry. Don't you see what I've done for you? Don't you see how I've loved you, how I've sacrificed for you? And they say, but I never asked you to do it. And it hits you like a ton of bricks. No, you never asked me to do it. I did this. This is self-inflicted pain. And it is excruciating. Dare I say that self-inflicted pain is worse than the pain that others cause us. I have a situation with a friend where I gave so much for her, and publicly. I rode hard for her. I ran for her. I defended her. I picked her up off the ground. I cleaned up her mess. And all the while, she was betraying me. And when it all came to a head, and when the truth all came out, I said, but I did so much for you when nobody else would. She said, yeah, I never asked you to do any of it. And the truth is, she was right. But man, does that hurt. Whew. It'll take your breath away. It will take your breath away. I was in an abusive relationship, but you could even take the abuse out. The relationship itself was so unhealthy, even without the abuse. I turned myself inside out to be what I thought that man wanted me to be. I couldn't figure out why I was so unlovable in his eyes. I could not. Instead of leaving, listen to where I was. I was in a relationship with a man who didn't appreciate me. The love was not reciprocal. He was verbally and emotionally and mentally so abusive. And yet still, I tried to be better for him. Listen to that insanity. Listen to it again. I was in a relationship with somebody who treated me like garbage. The love was not reciprocal. He mentally and emotionally abused me, and still, I tried to be better for him. What? In the actual what? I twisted myself in knots trying to be better for a man who didn't love me back, who treated me like garbage and convinced me that I was unlovable. Yet I still tried harder to be prettier, to be skinnier, to be funnier, to drink more. So he would, so it would appear that we had, something in common. I don't know. I did anything that I thought he wanted me to be. How old was I? It was right before I met Michael. I was 20, I don't know. I think it was like 25 to 27 maybe. It was the relationship that I finally was saved. I found God right at the end of that relationship. So I would go through it again in a heartbeat, but it was the lowest point of my life. But to think that I could turn myself inside out, I lost everything about who I was. I turned myself inside out trying desperately to be what this man wanted me to be, what he would view as lovable. I turned my light off. I turned my volume down. I became somebody I didn't even recognize for a man who was never going to love me. Instead of just leaving a situation where I was not valued, I tried harder to allow this person to devalue me. How does anybody get there? What was happening to me? I don't know. I go back and I replay it in my mind over and over and over and over again. And I think maybe I had to be so whitewashed and broken down and destroyed so that I could find God and find Michael. And I get it. And like I say, okay, I would go through it all over again. But man, and then have me say at the very end, I gave up everything to love you. I gave up who I was. I stopped living. And I started existing solely for you. And he said, I never asked for any of that. You did that. You made those decisions. I never asked you to do that. And it was the truth. And it took me all the way to the bottom of the bathroom floor. And that is where I was at the end of that conversation. I was like, I am so unbelievably broken. At this point, it is the most humiliating and degrading feeling to destroy yourself in the name of love for someone who doesn't love you back, who will never love you back, who will destroy you and then look you in the face and say, I never asked for this. I never asked you to do this. Look at you on the bathroom floor. I never asked for this. And you look up at them and you realize they didn't. It's all self-inflicted. I was like, holy Jesus, take all of the wheel, take this wheel and whatever wheel is coming behind me. Okay, so now we acknowledge that these things happen, right? I could tell you now, I could say if you're in a relationship with somebody who is making you turn yourself inside out, if you are chasing them, if you are desperately trying to be what you think they will love or you think they will be, I can tell you it is not love what you are in. You need to get out, but you won't listen to me because unfortunately for us, we need to get all the way down. Remember when I told you, women, we hear shout, come on at the wedding, and we got to go a little bit softer now, and we will get all the way down. Our thighs are burning. We're barely whispering. We're just mouthing the words at this point, but we're still in it. Nah, you're going to want to get on the bathroom floor yourself no matter what I say to you. I will tell you to leave. I'll tell you nothing is going to change it. They're never going to love you the way you love them. It's not reciprocal. You are in a relationship with an emotional vampire. It's never going to be different, but you won't listen to me. So what do we do now? You prepare yourself for them to look you in the face and say, I never asked you to do this. You did this. I never asked you to turn yourself inside out. I never asked you to be anybody you weren't. You thought I wanted this. You thought I needed this. You did this. So you need to prepare for those words. That is the only advice I can give you that you may actually take right now, because the sad part is so many people tried to save me from that relationship. But I was determined to make him love me. I was determined to be the one that would break through with him, and my ego had become so warped and invested. My ego had taken over that I was like, nah, I'm in it. I'm ride or die. You don't know. I don't give up. I'm in it. Really, Jamie? There's no Mercedes at the end of that shit show. All you get is a broken heart and thoughts of suicide. That's what you get, Jamie. You sure you want to ride or die for this one? You sure you want to really ride it out till the wheels fall off, Jamie? Because you're going to be at the bottom, wanting desperately to be dead. That's what you want? Go ahead, ride or die, chick. Go ahead, ride it till the wheels fall off. Prove it to the world. You can do it. You'll be the one. But you won't. But you won't. And I look back at myself and I'm like, who were you? Whoa. Gives me a headache just thinking about it. Gives me a headache just thinking about it. But I wouldn't listen to anybody, and you probably won't listen to me either. The only reason I'm doing this coffee talk is because I want you to know you are not alone. I was there. I was there. And it was all self-inflicted. I did it to myself. Raquel Brisker, it wouldn't matter if they told you not to do it, honey. It's your ego now. When we get to that place, we are bound and determined to be the one that makes the difference. We want the world to go, oh, he was, look at how he treated all the other women, but this one is special. Right? She's the Anastasia to the Christian Grey. Like all the other women, he did dirty, but not this one. That's why that stuff only works in Hollywood. When they bring the women to the bathroom floor, just know you're going to get there eventually, some point. So I'm just here to tell you that you are not alone, that you will get through this, that one day you will have enough. You will hit your oar. For those of you who read my book and the chapter about this relationship and where it brought me, and I heard that word or, you will find your word and it will lift you up and you will get tired. And he will say one last time, I never asked for this. And you will look at him and go, you know what? You sure didn't. And I'm out. And you will leave. And it will be the most empowering thing you ever do. And you will heal. And you will eventually look back on the relationship just like I do and go, what was I thinking? By the way, I love that you're all helping my cousin figure out how to share this video. I love all of you so much. And I love Beth, my cousin, who is so cute and delicious. Please do share this video because somebody definitely needs to hear this one. I know that's right. If you are in this situation right now, if you are in it right now, if you are watching this video and you are in tears and you are going, I have given everything to this relationship. And I don't know what else to do. I'm going to tell you now. You got to go. You just got to get there. Okay? You got to get there. And you will. You will get there. And you will heal. And you will love again. And your Michael is coming. But also know that your Michael is not perfect. And your Michael is not a knight in shining armor. And in some ways, your Michael may save you, but your Michael will not be your savior. So make sure you know that is real too. Okay? Because that is real. But the sun will shine again. I promise. I promise. All right. It is Monday, and I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a great, great day. And I will see you guys later.